Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to episode number 15 of Got Stitches. We are a floss tube, knitting, crocheting, a little bit of everything, whatever we dabble into. Sarah more so than me. I normally stick to my two, cross stitch and knitting. But Sarah does hand sewing. I'm in the middle of cleaning my craft room so I can sew again.
I don't even want to think about that. It's the outside of this area.
So today is September 1st. Happy Labor Day to everybody here in the States.
And Canada.
And Canada. Do they have it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's the same there.
Wow.
And said it's the same, yeah.
Yeah, the only one that I knew that for sure, like Christmas, that kind of thing. Yeah. But I didn't know about this one. What was I gonna say? I'm Nicci, coming to you from Berlin, Wisconsin. You can find me on Instagram as Stitchandnicci79, on Ravelry as Nicci52879, and on Goodreads. That's always linked down below because I never remember that one at all.
I am Sarah, and I'm in Elgin, Illinois. You can find me on Ravelry as Sarah-Belle with an E. Instagram is at Stitching in the Stands, and that's all I got, honestly. I think that's all I got.
I'd like to thank all new and returning viewers, so make sure that I get all the things covered right away. And then, do you have any finishes that you want to talk about?
Yes.
Okay.
I do. I never have. Well, I have other finishes that they're away. I have to. They're shipped for birthday squares. So they're corner to corner birthday squares. That's pretty yarns though. And I picked up a kit I can share what it looks like. This I did not do. That it does not look like.
Aww.
It don't look like that to me. I think one because
it's really cute.
Okay. This is what I made. Elgin Knitworks, one of my local yarn stores sold this kit. If you buy this kit, it is in UK terminology.
Oh.
It says that nowhere in the pattern.
Oh.
Nowhere. That's how I know that. There was definitely a start over. I'm like, it makes sense. It's not an American yarn company.
Right.
But I looked because I was like, this doesn't seem right. So it doesn't look like a koala.
Oh, but he's still cute. I don't know what he looks like though.
Like a monster.
He looks like a bird to me.
Saw it within 20 minutes of me finishing it, looked at it like it was weird, and then snatched it out my hands and left. So maybe if I move this to the side like it had it, this to the side, and then a hand on each side and a foot on each side. That looks like what I did different. Either way, that's my finish. I tried to have two finishes, but life, I'm very close.
I can show one finish and I will tell the sad story. So I don't know how many of you guys know that I'm colorblind, but I am. And it's mostly close colors, but typically I ask people when I pull out yarn, hey, this is this color, right? Because when it gets darker shades, I get confused. I didn't do that. And I did a whole hat all the way up to the crown decreases for a baby shower for Tuesday, and it's not the right color. So here it is.
Oh.
I thought I was using blues.
The purples?
Yeah.
Because it looks bluey purple. I mean, you're not that far off.
And so.
But it's for a boy.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And I was like, but it, like this part down here, like I could tell that's like a light purple. The rest of this, I thought it was just shades of blue.
No, it's definitely pinks and purples.
So I wanted to cry last night.
At least it's a baby hat, not a baby sweater.
So yeah, woe is me for that. But this is the Barley hat, pre-pattern on Ravelry or on the app for Tin Can Knits.
Mm-hmm.
And for once, I actually left the ridges in the pattern.
Mm-hmm.
So there's my tale of woe.
Okay. All right.
And all the babies that are coming this month that I need baby gifts for are boys. All of them.
Don't rip that one out. Save it.
Oh, I'm not. I'm saving it.
Oh.
We just had my cousin just had a little girl on my dad's side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then my nephew just had a little girl last January. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, like, this is supposed to be 0 to 6 months, but to me, that's an awfully big hat.
Yeah.
So I think that would work for her too. So it's either going to go to Loretta or it's going to go to Carly. Mm-hmm. Just did not help me get my goals done for this weekend at all.
Yeah. So finish. I tried really hard for a second.
What was your second? Almost.
Almost my sweater.
Oh, but you're close.
I'm so close and it's taking so long. So this is my knitting. I knitted. I picked up knitting again. I haven't knit anything
in a hot minute.
I mean, close to a year. Not quite a year. Maybe 9 months. But this one has been on my mind, so that usually means I want to work on it. So it's my Easy V sweater. I started it like a year and a half-ish ago. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it was a supported knit along type thing with Darn Knit Anyways. So this was the last quarters sweater by Caitlin Hunter. So I had finished, I think this time last year, the body. So I'd already had the body done. My needles are clinking. I finished one sleeve. Yay.
So pretty.
I got 8 inches to do on this and it's taken forever. Every time I measure it, it's the same. It's not changing. So I do really want to get this done though before I am trying to work on, and this is easy to, sort of easy. Like I took it to swimming last week and that was a mistake because it was like 100 degrees inside that pool.
Oh, it was an indoor pool?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And it's all glass. So it was like baking all day in there. That was like the 2 really, really hot days. The first of 2 really, really hot days here. And so I couldn't even have it on my lap. And yeah, and it's just, yeah, it depends. I've been busy. So working on it when I can.
The only other thing that I've done yarn related is crochet. Mm-hmm. And I thought, you guys saw this blanket last time we recorded. I was like, okay, I'm going to put the second ball and then I have a third and then I'll be done. I don't have a third ball. I only had 2. Didn't know that until about 10 minutes before we started recording this. So here's.
What is that, like a ripple?
It is the star.
The star, yeah.
And so, I mean, it's a great size, but I wanted to do.
It's a good size.
I wanted to finish this row.
Mm-hmm.
And then just do the last 2 rows that I was going to do for it, you know, with another color. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. After this, I'll be going to either Walmart or Joann's or Michael's to try to find like a gray or a blue that goes with these colors. Because this is the Bernat baby blanket yarn. Mm-hmm. And this is the other gift for the baby hat that I made. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be a tummy time blanket, you know, for on the floor for the grandma. Because I'm giving it to the grandma. Mm-hmm. And first grandchild and everything.
Okay.
It's a great blanket. It's very warm. It's very soft.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought I had 3 skeins of this, and I do not.
Yeah. All right.
So
I have more yarn things.
go for it.
I know. So I'm still not sure how I feel about it. In my Here Come the Grannies bag from
Nice.
Fiber Co. that Viv has not managed to steal yet. Another kit from Elgin Knitworks is the Highland Coos. So this is what
They're so cute.
I know. And I am not far. I brought it with me. I've been volunteering at Viv's Running Team's garage sale. I've done the head. And I'm not sure. It needs like contouring, and right now I feel like it just looks a little weird, but it's a head. It looks like a head.
It does.
There. It's knit flat.
Oh.
And
Huh.
it was very confusing for me. I also had very little sleep that day, which is why I say I'm not sure how I feel about this one. It was very confusing to put
Yeah,
it
because most of the toys you do are
in the round. Yeah. This is a Highland Cow. It's I want to say Lillian. It is not Lillian. I don't have the pattern with me. But it's a kit from Elgin Knitworks. I've heard people love it, so I probably just need to work on it when I'm not fully exhausted.
Yeah.
So I started that, and then I finished the head, and I'm like, I can't move on with this right now. My brain's not there. So I had a whole bag pack because I was there from like 8 to 7 that night.
Oh,
So
wow.
I had a bag. And so then I also bought, there it is, another from the kits that I bought that one day a while ago. I brought this one along.
Aw.
So the Betty Pig. Oh, yeah. So this one does say it's US terminology. Because I'm very careful right now. But I mean, it was a lesson learned. I should have thought about it with the other one. Like, it's not an American yarn, and yeah.
Yep.
Should have thought about it. All I really have done is a leg. I was so tired. I didn't pay attention to where I was on the pattern. I'm like, this is a really big head. And then as it got longer and longer, I'm like, this is not a head. It's one of the feet. One of the legs. I was very tired. But I was also having a conversation because the house I was at, the son is learning crochet. So we were talking and learning. So that is all the projects. I started those all on.
Sorry, Justin just came in the house. He was like, "Are you still podcasting?"
Yeah, I did both of those. I started them on Friday. And then when I got the leg done for Betty Pig, I'm like, I think I'm done for the day. I might have taken the sweater out again, but my brain just couldn't process anything else.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
So that's all your yarn?
Projects, yes.
Yeah. Do you have you done any of your hand sewing?
No.
Okay. So cross stitch then is all you have left, just like me?
Mm-hmm.
I have
3.
Me too.
Okay. All right.
So I will show you a picture of where I was last time. Maybe. If the
It's always open, so I know that's not anything I did.
No. It's me. It's not you. Bear with me one sec. This is where I was last time.
Mm-hmm.
And this is my Halloween wreath from the Frosted Pumpkin that I started back when they had this as a sale. Don't hold it upside down. So I got all of that part of the wreath. I finished the bottom part of the wreath, and then I went over here and did some of the candles and parts of the candy corn here because it was a prompt in fandom stitching. So I just moved around to the parts where I could count off of to do them. So I got what did I get? 1,300 stitches in on this.
Mm-hmm.
So I was quite happy with that.
Okay.
So that is my first one.
All right. First one, I've probably gotten the most stitching in on it, but it don't look like it because it's a big one. My Heaven and Earth, that's the back. So I'm almost done this fourth.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It looks awesome.
I know, I love this one. So what I've been doing is on Sunday, I will pick a cross stitch project that I feel like working on. And that's just how I go. And I tend and see what progress I can get done that week. And by the time I hit next Sunday, I'm ready to move on to something else. So it kind of works out. So yeah, I've gotten quite a few. I don't know how many stitches I have left on this page because I have everything loaded in up to, I figured that out finally.
Yay.
But yeah, and I moved it on to a scroll frame because then I could see all of it. Some of it isn't crunched into the hoop and it'll flatten it out.
Yeah, it looks really good.
But that page doesn't count toward a 4-page finish. Because for Heaven and Earth, you finish 4 pages and you get all the stitch along patterns for free.
Yeah.
The page I'm working on does not count.
Oh no.
Not a full page. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah.
So the next thing, remember I spun the wheel for 2 projects to work on between the floss tubes. So my Arctic animals, I decided right after last podcast, I pulled it all up because I had done it this way instead of this way. So now it is ready for me to put back on.
Yes. So
no stitching technically, but pulled out 300 and some odd stitches.
Yeah, that's painful. Having had done it, I did do that. So, yeah.
You were completely done with glue one. At least
I was completely
only like a couple hundred. I was like 100 stitches from being done.
Yeah, I was completely done. Back stitching too. No, I don't think I'd back stitched.
I don't remember.
I think I had back. I don't remember.
I think you had some of it in.
I think I had back stitched actually. All right, so I did not share this. This is what the Merry Mushroom by Amy Stewart. It's a piece of a larger pattern, which I do intend to do all of the Merry Mushrooms and the big piece. That is that one. And then my next one on top of the pile is the Deadly Aquarium. This is where all the clues are out now. This is what it will look like.
Nice.
I'm still doing it in order of clues.
Okay.
So this is what I have done. I think last time I'd had this guy finished and I was working on the kelp.
I think so.
So I finished the kelp. I got this guy going. And I got to that point on like Saturday and I'm like, it's almost like when I finish a project, it's like, I need a moment. And I'm like, this is a good time to change projects. So yeah. Next is, I don't remember honestly. Oh, the bottom, the little pool.
Okay.
Or something, yeah. I think that's the next section.
So my next one that I worked on, I spun my tiny decision wheel because I wasn't caught up on all my WIPGO calls. And so I decided to work on my North Pole. Welcome to the North Pole by Primrose Cottage. No. Yeah, Cottage, yeah. So I had only had just the the bows, I had all but one, and then I had the little swag in between. So I got all of that done. I need to put another 440 stitches in this to get my 1,000 stitches. So moving right along on that. So I'm hoping to get that done soon so that I can move on. That is my stitching.
My last one is, I don't remember where I was, if I had finished the Quetzalcoatl or not when I showed this, or if I'd even worked on it. It's the Dragons A Field Guide by Climbing Goat. This is
it's been a minute since we've seen that one.
Huh? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I must have worked on it after we podcasted. So I think then the last time you would have seen it was the Wyvern, the Welsh Dragon, and the Japanese Dragon.
I think so.
The purple guy been on there?
I don't think so.
Oh, so okay.
I could be wrong, but
well, I'm a bit further.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You got some massive work done on that one.
Yeah.
Looks really good, though.
Yeah. So this one is still, we don't know what it is yet.
Oh, okay.
And then there's a Hydra and a Chinese dragon. The long one, like you see in the parades for Chinese New Year. And then no clue on this one yet.
So this one isn't over, like this one's still going.
And there's one more. I think it's soon.
Okay.
I think. Let's see. Does it give the dates? I don't think it does. No. It should be really soon though. The most recent one, Clue, is actually the one I'm working on, the European Dragon. But since I was behind anyway, I just loaded everything in and
went to town.
Yeah. And I'm just going down.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
So we are at Hall?
Sure. I think the only thing I have is I ordered the gnome kit from Woolens and Nosh for it hasn't started yet. The Someone to Write Gnome About.
That's cute.
The next, it's coming in the next week or two. By Sarah-Belle, Imagine Landscapes. I got the kit and it's a self-striping yarn.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah. It's her cornucopia colorway. So she put it, there was another one. I don't remember what the colors were, but I liked the purple better. And
Yeah.
I have one gnome with purple in it, but I think that's it. So will be a change. And then I also ordered Sarah-Belle book. It's pre-ordered right now. It doesn't, I think it comes out on the 17th.
Oh, okay.
Of the Gnomes of Nimblewood, which I own all the patterns, but I follow Sarah-Belle and I wanted to support her because her gnomes are so much fun.
And they're all in one place to look at them and pick and.
Oh, I mean, I much prefer, it's a hardcover book and.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's paperback. I don't remember. Anyway, I just wanted to support her and to have the Gnomes of Nimblewood in the cabinet with the book and it'd be pretty.
About DMC. This is for A Little Mermaid. Because I was asked by one of my cousin's children to make a Little Mermaid for her. I have a lot more. So Sweetman Studio was doing a special with Cornhusker State Stitchers in their Heartland Quilting and Cross Stitch shop. So you could get all her patterns. I got for better things, and then I also picked up one that she had designed for them. Her grandson had cancer, and his favorite Bible verse is I can't remember it. It's a PDF. They're only the ones selling it right now, and all that money is going to St. Jude's. Is it St. Jude's or is it Ronald McDonald? One of the two for the kids. And he's been cancer free for 4.5 years. So, and then she also had made up these vinyl stickers of one of her cross stitches flags.
Oh.
And I really liked it. So I'm going to put this on my water cup at work. And eventually I would like to actually cross stitch that. But I bought 2 patterns and I was like, okay, that's enough. Like, you have enough patterns. And with that came my monthly subscription. So here is October's with the scarecrows and pumpkins. I think it's really cute. And my monthly Be Stitch Me came on 20 count Ada. And I love the modeling on this one.
Yeah.
So the other thing I forgot to show you guys last time is this great big bag. And this is all floss that was being discontinued from Joann's. So I'm just going to pull out a couple colors here. But they're the little spools. And so I paid 44 cents for these. So I just ordered like grays because I use a lot of grays. So I ordered like 5 different shades of grays, blacks, whites. And then, as you saw, some of the variegated. And then when I went down to take JJ to school, which is a whole nother thing, but whatever. My aunt is a very good seamstress. She normally did a lot of quilting and stuff. We went to a fabric store right by OSU, and I picked up this fabric because I love sunflowers. And then I proceeded to ask her to make me a bag. Even though she's like, you can make your own bags. Yes, I can. But I would rather you just do it for me.
Yeah.
And then I had asked her to put a pocket in it so that my pattern can go back here and not stick to the vinyl. And then the thread here is for my football start, which will be the 8th for Green Bay. So I'm doing the Green Bay gnome for the Packer along. And the Kansas City Chiefs one for another good friend. So thank you, Auntie Marshall, for making my bag. I left her with some more fabric to make me some bags.
Yeah.
So, and yes, I could have made them and try to figure all that out, but my sewing machines are buried right now.
I was gonna say you have to deal with that room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all my purchases.
Yeah, I didn't buy a lot. I don't think I did, at least. I've been avoiding buying more projects and things because everything feels chaotic right now.
I think I only placed like, because last weekend they had that online needle market. There was one pattern that I saw that I really wanted, so I allowed myself that one pattern. And my local to me cross stitch store got Satsuma Street ornaments in, and there was a snowman one, so I asked her to put one on hold for me, and I'd be up there in a couple weeks to grab it. But I haven't purchased it yet, so it's not here.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea. I got squares. I wish I didn't even think to bring them in here for my birthday blanket.
Oh no.
I know, I didn't think to bring them in here. But they're very pretty. I wanted jewel tones. So I've gotten quite a few of them in. I haven't started putting it together because I'm waiting for all of them, honestly. Because there's no point trying to figure out order.
No.
And then
that's how you know how many for sure you're gonna have.
Well, I know how many for sure. I theoretically know how many for sure. That's to say I actually pay attention and know how many are in the group. But what order I would put them in. Because whatever anybody interpreted as jewel tones, so that changes things. Which I thought was a good idea because I thought it would leave it open-ended, but it left it open-ended, and it's kind of tricky. Once I actually had to do that for someone, and I'm like, oh, this isn't easy. So, yeah.
No, I mean, unless you found a yard that's literally called jewel tones. And what somebody else envisions as jewel tones compared to what you do can also
Yeah.
be.
But it's also fun. So
Oh,
it'll work itself out. And then figure out how I want to join them. Because I have no idea. And it's a mix of knitted and crocheted.
and what size are they all?
12 inches.
Okay. It'll be interesting to see how that works out.
I know. I have this idea, but I don't know if it would work. I could see it knitted how I think I want to do it. However, I don't know how to do it knitted theoretically, but I know I would know how to figure it out. Crochet, maybe. We'll see.
Join them. I mean, you could do like a 3
I'm
needle.
more confident doing my own thing crochet than I am.
Yeah.
So that's why I say I could do it easier.
Are you gonna put a border on it?
That's what I'm thinking of, making them like a panel blanket where it's like windows.
Okay.
And I've seen it knitting and I don't know how to do it.
I saw a tutorial on it knitting with the cozy memories where people framed them with black.
But cozy memories is join as you go.
I know.
I want pieces in between.
I know. That's what they did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. So we'll see. I'll figure it out. But I have time. It's not like a deadline.
You have no deadline on it.
I don't live by deadlines. So yeah. Or at least not in crafting. Everywhere else there's 5 million deadlines. But yeah. Yeah. That's all I got. I think that's all I have craft wise.
Okay. The only thing I have left is my my wrap up from August. Which I think this was the lowest amount of stitching I've done for the year. I only have 4,387 stitches that I did this month. I had I had 0 starts in cross stitch, I had 0 starts in knitting, and only 1 start for crochet. I did finish 1 cross stitch, which was my Wizard of Oz, and then I finished that hat. And then, that was knitting, not crochet. I don't know why I put it as crochet. My bad. And I had 19 books that I read. But I had 11 days of 0 crafting. So it makes sense why that was my lowest month for everything.
Yeah.
Life wrap up.
Life.
Sarah's like, I'm tired just thinking about it.
I am. My kids started school. They have not had a full week of school yet.
They still won't.
No, because this week is still another short week. They went to school 3 days the first week, and then we had those really hot temps, so they went to school for 3.5 days the second week because they were off that Friday, because they threw in a teacher admin day, because Monday's a holiday. So now next week they also only have 4 days. They have yet to have a full day. Kids love it. Kids are happy. They're
breaking them in slowly.
I need to break them in. But Viv's cross country season for school has started. This is a long season for us because while the school season is short, we move directly from school cross country into club cross country, which goes until it's every weekend in October. And then you get a couple weeks off, and nationals is the weekend before Thanksgiving, which is in Lexington, Kentucky.
You're going to be one busy mama.
Yes, and Amelia has joined. We're doing swim lessons. She is doing gymnastics every Sunday. And then we started taking a musical theater. I say we like I'm there taking the class. I'm not. She started a musical theater class, which it's 40 minutes. I'm acting like it's this huge time commitment. It's not. However, on top of once Viv goes back to Sharks. Right now, her practice is after school. She goes straight from school to practice. It's on school grounds. And she gets her butt home from it, which annoys her because she wants me to drive her. And I said, no. It's half a mile. No. But once
I
Viv
think the 40-minute one is just because you have to take her. You get 40 minutes and then you have to go get her or wait there. So it's still
I
eats
wait
up time.
there. Yeah, I
Yeah.
wait there. There's no point leaving. It's not near my house.
Okay.
Not crazy far from my house, but I mean, I'd be home for 15 minutes.
And have to turn around and go back.
Yeah. But she's really excited. She is not a joiner, unlike Vivian. Amelia is not a joiner, so I wanted her. She asked, and she's wanting my attention because she feels like Viv gets a lot of it, you know, these little guilt trips they like to give me. So I'm trying to give her the attention, and if she enjoys it, that's great.
Yep. Maybe it'll be her thing.
Maybe. Or maybe. I mean, although according to her, she won't have that. She doesn't want to be in something all the time.
Too much of a
Like,
commitment.
that'll never happen. And I'm like, all right, fine. I mean, you do you.
Yep.
Good with whatever, as long as you're happy. I'm just exhausted. So yeah, my stepmom is supposedly coming in sometime this month. I have to talk to her and figure out when we're buying plane tickets and stuff, or if my stepsister is coming with her. I don't know which way it's gonna go. They're still figuring that out. So
Good luck.
so I gotta clean my house, basically. That's what that means.
I understand.
Mhm.
Took JJ to school. Came home. Got a phone call that he didn't think that college was for him. Not so much college. He loved all the extra stuff that they do.
Mhm.
Like everything at night, everything on the weekends. He was all about it. Sitting in a classroom, he did not. He just didn't want to do it. Couldn't do it anymore, he said. So his mom went down to get him and bring him back. So he's back. Trying to figure out what he's going to do next.
Mhm.
I started cleaning. So when he came home, I was like, "Did you notice this?" And he's like, "Yes." I was like, "This is how it's going to stay."
You are now an adult. You need to
Yeah.
figure this out. Yeah. Yeah.
So that was, so it'll be what it'll be.
Mhm.
We're slowly breaking him into the you're an adult.
Mhm.
So he was told, you will be cooking one meal a week
Mhm.
for the family. That means you can't make it super hot. You you have to take in consideration other people have,
Mhm.
maybe have more taste buds than you do and don't want to be on fire.
Mhm.
So he'll be fine. It'll work itself out. That always does.
Yeah.
And other than that, just working like crazy for Nike.
Mhm.
Football season is just kicking off, so that's always fun.
Mhm.
And in October, we're going to start the jerseys for 2025 season.
Oh boy.
And we're not even done with 2024s.
Mhm.
So should be interesting.
Yeah.
Coming into my favorite time, October's September, October,
Spice season?
November. Huh?
Pumpkin spice season.
Exactly. I even got my pumpkin spice chapstick today.
Mm. I only will drink the pumpkin spice from Starbucks. That's all I really do with pumpkin spice.
I drink, and that's one place I really don't like it.
Mhm. Yeah.
I drink pumpkin spice lattes from the two shops here in town.
Yeah.
And then our Mennonite store
Mhm.
sells pumpkin spiced dipped pretzels. And they're like yogurt and they're really good and really low carb for me. So that is my treat for right now.
Okay.
So that's all I have for
Mm.
life, family. Nice, short, sweet one.
Yeah. Nice.
I will probably pick 3 more cross stitches to work on. Which one always will be my cousin's wedding sampler. Did I show that?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, that's like, what one am
You
I
had
missing?
4. You said you had 3.
I don't know where it went.
Okay. Well, that'd probably be why.
Yeah, I'll show it again next month. But I do 1,100 stitches now on that every month, and it'll be done in 4 months.
Okay.
So I thought that was a good one. I was doing 1,600, and I was like, why am I doing this so quickly to myself and burning myself out on this?
Yeah.
Oh, but on that note, I was doing it, had a bowl of spaghetti dumped over on myself, which was super hot, but all over the floss for that project.
I knocked a Coke out of my heaven and earth.
Oh,
Immediately went into the bathroom, ran it underwater, and then in the frame. And then I loosened the frame and then sat it up over one of the air vents. So
oh my God.
I know. It worked overnight. It was dry.
That's cool. No, it only got on the floss. Like, the project was completely somewhere different, but those are all light colors.
Mhm.
There's no saving that floss.
Mm-mm.
None. I just like literally wrote down all the numbers again and dumped them in the trash and went to Hobby Lobby and rebought all the floss.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't leave your floss anywhere where you're eating.
Mm-mm.
And obviously don't drink Coke near your projects either.
I elbowed it, the Coke.
Oh no.
I and it went flying right toward the heaven and earth because I had it leaned against the wall because the scroll frames, it's easy to do.
Yeah. Are you liking the scroll frames?
Oh, I do like the scroll frames, but when I started it, I had it in the scroll frame, but I was only doing a page at a time. So it seemed smarter to move it to a hoop. And then just recently knowing that, I've got this one page and then I'm going back to the side and it's like, let me just put it. And I'll be happier when I get to roll this some more because then it'll stay better in this. Because see, loose.
Yeah.
Not loose. But once I can fully wrap a turn of fabric, it should, because I've noticed with the split scroll frames, the ends sometime when you're tightening will pull. So
Gotcha.
once I can roll it more, it'll be fine. I just have I'm like right here in picking colors, so
Oh, okay. So you still have some confetti up there.
Yeah, because as how I pick is I go to the first stitch, color
Yep.
complete on the page, second, and I just kind of go across and do it that way. So yeah.
Gotcha. I didn't know how you did if you worked rows, because from this far away, it does look like you just completed the whole top part of that.
Yeah, I just go by color. So like first one all the way through the page, second one all the way through the page, and it fills it in.
Yeah.
But all right.
Well, everybody have a good week. Well, 2 or 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Because with Viv's track schedule.
Yeah, she's mostly on Tuesdays.
Okay.
No. School is Tuesday, except the last weekend in September. There's 2 that week. But
wow.
Tuesdays, yeah.
I didn't realize that it was only through September for the school.
October is postseason, so she will most likely make sectionals. We haven't figured out state because I thought 5 kids went to state, but only 1 went last year. So I don't know if there's like a time standard.
Gotcha.
Because it's a big thing to go to state, and if you're not even competitive, why go? Kind of thing.
Right. And what is she doing for school track?
What do you
Is
mean?
she race walking, or is she just?
Oh, they do not have race walking in most schools. And middle school is only in the spring. They only do outdoor track in the spring.
Okay.
So last year she wasn't old enough. It's 7th and 8th grade. So this spring she has to try out, which I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all.
No, she does it. She pretty much eats, sleeps, and drinks it. So
Yeah, she'll be fine.
I didn't know if she was doing like 500 or she was doing shot put, what she was doing right now.
Oh, no, she's a distance. So she'll do the mile. They
Okay.
don't have a lot. She has to do a field event. And I think she's going to choose shot put because she has the most training in shot put. But
Okay.
she said she liked high jump
Oh,
when she did it for, I think they did a unit in PE. But
gotcha.
she knows shot put. She's done. She actually she has a medal in shot put, which wasn't saying much. It's just not many kids at 10 were registered to do shot put. So. But she does know. She has the form and all of that.
Good. Good. At least she's trying different things.
Yeah. I think they have to do a field event in middle school track.
Gotcha.
I don't know about high school, but yeah.
Well, good luck to her this season.
Yep. Thank you. All right.
So we will see you, like I said, in about 2 to 3 weeks.
Sounds good. All right.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Oh, wait. Wrong button. How do I stop?